This is a beautiful little spot here in Victoria overlooking the Parliament buildings and the inner harbour here. Hello everyone, welcome back to It's Tony Baby. It's been about 3 weeks since me and Tony both got back from the Maldives. Tony flew back to the Philippines where she spent 6 nights in a quarantine hotel, and I came back to this.
Roads washed out, an entire city evacuated.
The scale of the damage is stunning.
Motorists rescued by helicopter.
Yeah, maybe should have stayed in the Maldives a little bit longer. We got tons of footage of our trip together, which as we speak, I'm editing together in some very cool vlogs. So make sure to click the notification bell because over the next few months, I'll be putting out at least 1 video a week. In the meantime, Tony wanted me to post a couple of vlogs she made in her quarantine hotel. And if you are traveling or planning to travel like we did, she has some very good information on what to expect when you land back in the Philippines and what you should expect when you're in your quarantine hotel. Originally, we'd planned to fly Tony back to Manila, but for logistical reasons, as Tony will explain, we ended up flying her into Cebu, where Tony stayed for 6 nights at one of our old stomping grounds, the Quest Hotel and Conference Center. It's a gorgeous hotel, very close to AYALA Mall in Cebu, and me and Tony stayed there for a couple of nights back in 2019 when we did our vlogs in Cebu. It's not the cheapest of the quarantine hotels, but it is one of the nicest, and besides, nothing's too good for my baby. So again, thanks for watching. Let's join Tony as she goes through all the details of what to expect when you land in the Philippines and how the whole quarantine process works.
Hi guys, so it's me, Tony, and welcome to another vlog. So as I said, in this vlog, I will talk about my experience when I arrived yesterday in Cebu International or MACTAN Cebu International Airport. So I just came back yesterday from Maldives back to the Philippines. Welcome to me. So maybe you're wondering why I'm in Cebu right now if taga Manila ako. So I originally booked my flight in NAIA in Manila before. However, one of the airport or airline company who will cater my last flight keeps on canceling my last segment of my flight, which is the Malaysia to Philippines. So I don't have a choice but to get another flight. So I rebooked. And then they canceled it again. So ayun na nato kung pauwiin sa NAIA. So instead of rescheduling this trip again and again and again, I told Mark to just cancel it and why don't we just book a new flight. And since I can find a flight in Manila for the date I want, I was able to find one in Cebu. So, nag-book na lang kami. We just booked a new flight back to Cebu. And that's okay. Kasi nga, the good thing about arriving in Cebu, rather NAIA, is here in Cebu, the swab test upon arrival, which is mandatory for everyone, is actually free. DOH will cover it. Unlike in Manila that you have to pay, I believe, 2,500 or 3,000 to cover the swab test. So that's a good thing, right? And my experience yesterday, the first thing I did is when you arrive, one thing that you have or things that you need to have before arriving in Cebu is the MACTAN Cebu International Airport tracker number. So yung tracker number na yon, you just have to fill out the form and they will give you a CRN number, a control number, a unique control number, and you have to do that within 5 days before your arrival date. So, pwede nyo siyang gawin ahead of time and just keep the CRN code or the control number code. And then, I will just put on the link. I will just put the link to the bottom to how to go or link papunta dun sa site. And then, second things na kailangan nyo is a booking, a confirmation hotel booking. It doesn't have na, or it doesn't need na fully paid na yung booking, yung hotel nyo. It's fine kung hindi pa siya fully paid kasi yung akin, I book it through booking.com and I choose to pay the property. And since I'm not sure kung how many days talaga, pero I booked 6 days and 5 nights. And they didn't bother to check kung bayad ba siya or hindi, as long as may confirmation ka na nag-book ka ng hotel mo. Only if you are not an OFW, kasi kapag OFW ka, the OWA will provide the hotel for free if you're an overseas Filipino worker. And then the third that you must have is the PCR test. Actually, the PCR test is not required in the Philippines upon arrival unless you are from a green list country. But if you're in a yellow country, from a yellow country, then you don't have to. Although I had to take a test before leaving Maldives because it's a requirement in Maldives and it's a requirement in Singapore. So, make sure na i-check nyo yung mga transit destination nyo, transit country nyo. Yung country na pagtatransitan nyo. Tama ba yan? Yes, yan. And then, your transiting countries. Ganun ba yan? And then, yung country na pagdideportan nyo. So, departure country, departure country, check nyo kung ano yung mga requirements na kailangan. And then, fourth, you need the IMUGA. So, IMUGA yung links, lalagay ko na lang din sa bottom. So, just check it. So, requirement siya sa Maldives. So, yun lang naman, 4 lang siya. And then, actually, meron pa palang isa. So, if you're arriving in the Philippines, of course, you need a car services, or the hotel must pick up you from the airport going to their hotel, because you cannot book a Grab or you cannot call a cab. That's not allowed kung magka-quarantine ka sa Philippines. So, some hotels offer free pickup, but some hotels do not offer that, like my hotel. I'm currently staying here in Quest Hotel in Cebu City, so they don't offer free pickup, but I was able to book mine ahead for, I believe, 756 from airport to the hotel. So, mas mahal siya sa Grab, yes, but then again, I have no choice, so kailangan talaga may mag-pick up. So when you arrive in Cebu, the first step that you must do is make sure that you have a face shield. So when you leave the airplane, they will check whether you have a face shield or not. If you don't have, you have to fall in line, sign a paper, and you will get a free face shield. But if you have, you go straight to the orientation area. There, the Bureau of Quarantine personnel will orient you or the rest of the people what are the protocols in the Philippines that they are currently implementing. So they will separate the fully vaccinated persons, the fully vaccinated person to non-vaccinated. So after that, after nyo mag-orientation, check na ngayon yung control number nyo. So, they will check the control number and they will validate your vaccination card. So, just a reminder, if galing ka ng Philippines, make sure na kumuha tayo ng yellow card or meron tayong Vax Cert. I will just put the link for the Vax Cert at the bottom too. So, kailangan na-register na natin yung vaccination card natin or vaccination information sa Bureau of Quarantine through either getting yellow card for the vaccination or filling out the information through vaxcert.ph. Tama ba yun? Basta yarn. And then after nun, punta ka na dun sa passport control. So, doon, i-check lang naman yung mga documents nyo and kung may problema ba kayo sa immigration or not. And then, after that, and by the way, you will have to fill out lots of declaration form which will be given to you by the by the airline crew while you're on the plane or while you're in the plane. So, ibigay na lang yun, then just fill it out. And then, after that, after mo sa passport control, punta ka na sa swabbing. So, isa-swab ka na. But if you are an OFW, of course, you have to go to OWA first. Fall in line there for your accommodation. Pero kung hindi ka naman OFW, you can just go straight to the swabbing area. And then, after that, get your bag and you can go home. So, madali lang yung process. Medyo matagal lang. Pero yun lang ang kinagandahan. I think, yung kinagandahan lang sa Cebu kasi wala masyadong nag-a-arrive na international flight. So, mas mabilis yung process, konti yung pila, unlike sa Naiya na medyo magulo. Kasi ang daming flight na dumadaan dun eh. So, yun lang naman guys. And after that, then you can go and take shower once you're in your hotel quarantine. So, tomorrow, I will do another vlog kasi wala akong magawa dito sa quarantine hotel ko. So, I will do another vlog about my experience here in Quest Hotel. So, for now, that's for now, guys. And see you tomorrow. Bye! Ciao! Please like and subscribe.